Good morning, third grade. This is Monday morning, our first day of online learning, and hopefully this will be our last day of online learning. What I want to do is give you a short video that just kind of runs through everything that we're going to work on today, and then also what needs to be written in your planner. So I'm going to try to follow the same procedures that we do in class for every Monday morning. So the important thing here is that when you go into your slideshow and when you go into Google Classroom and you open the slideshow, the important thing is you hit the word present to get it started, then follow the slides and do the work in order. It will be much easier than you trying to do some of the assignments and then going back and doing them. It'll be a lot less confusing on your side. So from 12:30 to 1 o'clock on Monday, I will be available in Google Meet. If you click on this link right here, it will take you to the Google Meet site and you can sign in there. And if you have any questions about any of the assignments that we're working on today, or you're just not sure what to do, you can come into this Google Meet and I'll be glad to help you. So that is from 12:30 to 1 o'clock today. Then you need to get out your planner and turn to page 4849. Just like we do every Monday morning, you need to copy all of this information into your planner so that way you'll know what we're doing this week, when we have tests, when you need to study for certain things. Some events that I want to point out is your Southern States test is on November 10th, so that is coming up. Make sure you are studying those Southern States. Also, I've moved the preamble resuscitation to Thursday, so you'll get to say it Thursday instead of Tuesday. I wanted to give us a few more days since we're not in school today. Also, a good thing is on Friday is dress down day. That's a $1 dress down. So this dress down you will have to pay for. It's not free, but if you want to dress down on that day, then you can bring in a $1. And Wednesday will be our English Chapter 2 test. And then, of course, the last chapters for Secret in the Maple Tree will be Friday, chapters 16 through 19. So make sure that when you get to this slide that you will copy all of this down into your planner on page 48 and 49. I will excuse you this time if you don't have a blue ink pen. You can just copy it down in pencil or a black ink pen if that's what your parents have. That will be fine. So our Bible verse this week, we're not going to add anything new because we do have a lot going on. We're not in school today. So we're just going to go back through and review Philippians 2, 3 through 6. So right there where you are, why don't you read this with me? Philippians 2, 3 through 6. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others. Have this mind among yourselves, which is yours in Christ Jesus, who, though he was in the form of God, did not count equality with God a thing to be grasped. And again, what we're working on this year is servant leadership. And we've learned two ways to be a good servant leader is through kindness and through friendliness. We see here that Jesus did not think himself to be above anybody. Even though we know he was, he didn't think himself to be better than anybody else. And we too need to put that in our lives. To be kind to everyone, and to be friendly to everyone. We said the easiest way to be friendly is through smiling, giving a smile to a stranger, giving a smile to your next door neighbor, giving a smile maybe to a student in class who's a little bit sad today. So again, this will just be a review week. We're not going to learn anything new. So that way we can work on the other things that we're trying to accomplish this week. All right, now for spelling, we are going to use Spelling City. So if you click right here, this will take you to Spelling City, and you're going to complete 2 activities for List 7. You're going to complete the Spelling Teach Me, which will teach you what each word is, and then you're going to do the Match It definitions, so that way you'll know what each word means and have the vocabulary for it. So 2 activities for List 7. Then Math Facts, if you come back after you've gone to Spelling City and completed these 2 activities, if you come back to slide 7, you'll find the link here for extra math, and you only need to complete 1 session of extra math today. If you want to complete more than 1, that's fine. I just did get an email stating that Titus Swinehart has completed addition, and I have Titus's certificate here, and when he returns to school on Tuesday, he will get his black belt. He'll get his necklace and his beads and his black belt for addition. So keep working. Some of you are right there at the 90s, and you need to get to 100, so you're so close. So if need be, get some extra sessions in there and try to pass that. All right, so moving on to math. We are in lesson 22, and today we're working on 2 and 3 digit subtraction with renaming to the tens. So what I want you to do is, before you do any problems, I want you to watch, oops, sorry here. I want you to watch this video, and it will teach you, well, I know you learned this in 2nd grade, but it will remind you how to rename in subtraction. Renaming is just the same as what some of us say borrowing. So your parents, if they're probably my age or maybe a little bit younger, they're going to know this as borrowing. But in today's culture, we call it renaming. So this video here will teach you how to rename. And then what I want you to do, it says watch the video and follow the steps for each subtraction problem that he completes. You may need to watch the video several times. And you know what? It's okay to do that. If you need to watch it to really get a good understanding of it, it's okay. Then take out your math folder and turn to page 43, and then complete page 43. Then after you have completed the page, then you may go to the next slide, which will give you the answers for page 43. But remember, do not look at the next slide until after you have completed all of page 43. It's very important that you understand how to rename in subtraction. Then once you score page 43, then I want you to complete page 44, just these numbers only. Numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then all of the review that's at the bottom of page 44. It's just simple subtraction facts. So I want you to do all of that, and then on Tuesday when we come back into class, then we will go over page 44, and we'll score that and then move on. Okay, again, if you have questions, you can meet with me at 12:30 in Google Meet, and I'll be glad to go over this with you. English, we are at our end of chapter. So our test for chapter 2 will be Wednesday. So all I want you to do today is, in your English packet, pull out the cumulative review, which is page 35 and 36. complete both sides of it, and then have it ready to be turned in on Tuesday. The cumulative review is just everything. It'll take you back to chapter 1 that we did for sentences, sentence fragments. It'll talk about run-on sentences, simple sentences, compound sentences, using and with a comma. So it'll go over everything that we have talked about so far this year. So that's all I want you to do in English. And then again, like I said, have that ready to be turned in on Tuesday morning. For reading, we are finished. Well, we have 3 more chapters, but we're almost finished with The Secret in the Maple Tree. And I have enjoyed this book. It's one of my favorite books. It's actually been one of my favorite books for the past 15 years that I've been teaching at Faith. So I like reading this. So for today, all I want you to do is read chapter 18 and work on your questions that are in your reading folder. I do know some of you have already done chapter 18, which is fine. If you've already finished chapter 18, then go on to chapter 19 and then complete all of your questions there. Questions will be due on Wednesday. Okay, so you can finish them up today as part of your work, and then Wednesday I will we'll go over them, and then we'll have our chapter 16 through 19 quiz on Friday, and then we'll work on next Monday a book report, and then we'll go into just our other reading curriculum that we have for the year. Okay, so finish up on Secret in the Maple Tree, find out what Hilda gets to do at the end and what happens with Hilda and the new mama, and now her little brother that she has, and with John and her dad. Okay, so for history, we started reading page 33, and I think we got through most of page 34 in history, but I want you to go back and read pages 34 and include 35 and 36 in your history book. And then after you have completed that reading, exit out of this and go into Google Classroom under the Monday tab and find the assignment titled History Questions, page 34 to 36. Complete those questions. You can use your book. That is fine. This is just a review to give us just some review questions over this chapter, so it will be ready for our chapter test next week. So when you're finished answering the questions, click on the turn in button that's at the top of the screen. It's at the top right hand screen, and that will submit that work to me. Also, what you may want to do is you're going to type in the answers. So I have given you the question, then you'll see the word answer, and then right after answer, take your mouse and click there, and then that's where you begin typing your answer. So I think many of you should be familiar with this. It's a little bit different than the history or than the reading quiz that we took, but you should be able to figure that out. And then I believe that is the end of our work for today. So that should keep you busy. Here's a song for you to enjoy. So stand up and get moving. You've been working hard. Your blood is probably sitting still in your body. So stand up, get moving, and enjoy this song. Waves of mercy, waves of grace. Everywhere I look, I see your face. Your love has captured me. Oh my God, this love, how can it be? So enjoy this song. Thank you for attending class today. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in class face to face. Have a great day, guys. Love you.